Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Nerchio and Stats on Abyssal Reef, the latter edition. This is from their Round of 12 series from Katowice 2016, and let's introduce these two incredible players. In the top left side of the map, we have the Red Zerg player. It's Nerchio, hailing from Poland, considered one of the best foreign Zergs on planet Earth. And in the bottom right side of the map, a Korean Protoss player known only as Stats. I mean, not only as Stats, he has a name as well. You have to probably look at Wikipedia to determine what it is, but regardless, it is Stats. And he is going for a Gateway first here, not a Nexus first, against Nerchio. Nerchio has been known to pull first against Protoss from time to time and be a little assertive in this matchup. I love how the probe is blocking Stats' attempt at a natural base. Nope, drone doesn't even care. He's going to take his natural down here at the third base location. Actually, no. He does want to take the natural. The Overlord scouts at the probe left. Probe comes in to see, what, is there an early pool? Nope. Surprise, a drone made it out. You didn't see it. And the hatch goes down just fine for Nerchio. It's a little bit later than he probably wants it to be, but there's the extractor at 17 supply. They'll get one more drone. They get a spawning pool at 17 supply, and there it is. Probe scouts all this out. Okay, very standard opening, says Stats. He is trying to do that mineral harass thing, where if you are taking minerals from Mineral Patch with one of your workers, then no other worker can actually use it. So the trick here is not to engage with the mineral patch long enough to actually get a bunch of crystals, because that shuts down this thing really fast. But Stats, you know, it's a high APM, kind of a low reward thing, but Stats is good enough to pull it off. There's nothing else he's doing with his APM right now. So check this out. He's doing it just long enough. Just long enough. Oh no, he got the minerals. Oh no, now he's switching over to drone harass. This probe is doing a little bit of everything here, trying to block an expansion, doing some scouting, doing mineral harassment, trying to kill a drone. This dude, he is on fire right now. So first pair of lings are on the way from Nerchio, expansion on the way from Stats, has both of his assimilators up and functional, and a cybernetics core is done as well. Warp Gate research and into depth. The follow-up to this opening from Stats, very standard Protoss stuff. Very standard stuff indeed. Overlords coming down for Nerchio. Slow Overlords trying to see what they can see. He does scout the natural base. I assume that's what he just did. Yeah, he just scouted the natural base. He's going to head on back home in case the Stalker comes out of that gateway and shoots him down into pieces. Probe's still alive, heading on back home. And a third base on the way from Nerchio, recognizing if there's an expansion from the Protoss player, you can take a third and you're going to be okay. And there it goes. Third base on the way at the third base location on this map. I guess you could expand down this ramp a little bit, but I don't know. More traditional to take it over here south of the main base. Stargate on the way from Stats. Likely going to be an Oracle opening. We do have the Oracle name list ready, which I know is a disappointment to some of you who enjoy listening to me fumble for the list most of the time, but this time I'm prepared. I saw it was a PVZ. That means Oracle list, and here we go. Stargate is just now wrapping up. Don't make me have the list ready for nothing, Stats. Come on, dude. Yes, Oracle. All right. This Oracle's name is Michelle. She was such a beauty that everyone in the cosmos would immediately fall in love with her. A famous Terran band even made a song about her astonishing beauty. Michelle, ma belle, sont des mots qui vont très bien ensemble. I don't know. I can pronounce French. If you give me a French sentence, I can pronounce it and sound okay. But I don't know what most of those words mean. Michelle, my beautiful, des mots qui vont très bien. That's very good ensemble together. We would be good together? Is that what that means? I bet that's what that means. Look at me translate French while I'm casting. So proud. All right, so this is Michelle. Everybody falls in love with her. I guess maybe with the exception of Zerg. I don't know that they have the ability to fall in love. Really, do they have the free will required to do that? That is a question for the philosophers of our age. So Michelle, or Michelle, if you're more American as I am, is moving out across the map and does fly right over the creep. Queen, stabbity, stab, stab, stab. Get some nice shots off on her way. I don't think Michelle's getting any kills. These queens are wonderfully placed. And the range is just so much range. A Revelation, probably we can do that, but no drone kills for Michelle. Nope. Nope, you tried to beguile the Zerg with your beauty. It works on Protoss and it works on Terran, but against Zerg, they're just mindless beasts is what they are. They just don't recognize your beauty. Oh, 3 queens, get out of there. Run, Michelle. Michelle is out. A Void Ray follow-up and a second Oracle here. So Michelle has a friend. I'm sure they're just platonic friends. They're probably not together or anything, although they are flying very close together until the game engine forces them apart a little bit. Nerchio droning up says, these oracles are not a concern for me at all. Bam, 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 bam. Sees 2 of them and some adepts. Can they get in there? Can they get drone kills? Yes, they can kind of get drone kills. Getting focused down by a Spore Crawler, though, is Michelle. Has 2 kills to her name, which is fantastic. And the Void Ray on the way from Stats makes me feel like maybe this is a Sky Toss maneuver out of our Protoss player. Seems possible. Glio Reconstitution on the way from Nerchio, getting a Hydralisk den as well. Recognizing a lot of Sky stuff here from our Protoss player. Tells me it's likely going to be something like that. Lings running on into the front door. Good wall, though, at the front from Stats, covering his natural base fairly handily. Oracles, they get any more kills? No. Still the 0 on the friend and still 2 on Michelle. And actually going to try to kill this Queen. Who's going to win? Oh, they win. Michelle gets a 3rd kill. Tries to come in here to the 3rd base and kill some stuff. But, oh, Queen picks Michelle off from distance and then injects immediately. That was cold. That was cold, Queen. 59 drones in existence for Nerchio right now. 60 probes up for Stats, though. He is no slouch on the macro side of things. So got Void Ray. Void Ray here to replace Michelle, which you just can't do. You just can't replace Michelle, you guys. Again, a beauty unlike one of the universe has ever seen. Everyone in the cosmos immediately fell in love with her, and now she's gone. Now she's gone. She did very well. She killed 2 drones and a Queen, which is more than a lot of Oracles can say. And again, against Nerchio, really, that counts for a lot. Ling's trying to do stuff at the 3rd base of Stats. No, not really happening here. 6 Lings have died, 2 Adepts, and an Oracle in this game. So 6.5 minutes in, nobody's really done much of anything except macro up. 4th base on the way from Nerchio. We've got 4 gateways coming up at the 3rd base of Stats. That Oracle just got 4 kills now. 2 additional drones. 5 drones have been killed in total. He must have killed some Lings or possibly some Zerglings. Mr. Oracle number 2. We got Muscular Augments finishing up for Nerchio right now. And what is Nerchio planning on doing? A mass Hydra play would be pretty good. Stats trying to drop some Adepts here at the natural base, but ton of Hydras and Roaches are here. And the Warp Prism, like Warp Core. No, Warp Prism doesn't want to stick around. Really doesn't want to stick around in that situation at all. 4th base on the way from Stats. Warping in quite nicely. Got a Lurker Den morphing in for Nerchio. And again, I just double pumping Immortals as Stats. If there's any number of Immortals in this matchup, I just don't know that Lurkers are what you want to do. We've seen way too many games in previous patches where they just get wrecked. Lurkers do by Immortals. Baneling Nest coming in from Nerchio. Hallucinated Phoenix flies through, scouts it out. Good scout there by Hallucinated Phoenix. Roaches and Ravagers. Just kidding, no Ravagers. I say that like almost on impulse. It's a Roach Hydra army, which feels very Wings of Liberty to me. Got some Speedlings in here as well. Going to knock down a set of rocks that allows him access to the 4th base of Stats a little bit more easily. Army here to defend for Stats, though. He can see that. Oracle caught a glimpse of that coming across the map. Lings getting on in here. Hydras and Roaches. And little outnumbered here is Nerchio, losing a couple of Roaches immediately, but he wants to do this. The force fields are too good, though. A lot of the Hydras can engage. They pick off a single Zealot and then decide to retreat. As, yeah, I don't like that situation. Storm coming in for Stats. Oh, Stats. I'm liking that one. Liking that one a lot. Trying to go for some more of this Adept Warp Prism harassment as Stats, but there are just a small group of Hydras on the ground here. Main base and natural base. There's a Queen ready to go as well. She has the +1 attack almost. There it is, 10 seconds away. Storm finishing about 10 seconds up as well. 2nd Oracle throws down a Revelation on this group of Hydralisks. Their upgrade is done. +1 attack is done. There's an Archon here. Bunch of Immortals. These Storms will obliterate these Hydras. Good single force field, allowing a quick pickoff of 3 Hydralisks. That was totally worth it. For Stats, Creep Queens getting destroyed, Creep Tumors getting destroyed at the same time. The Zealots do not have charge. Oh, they do have charge. I'm a liar. They're charge lots. And 8 Lurkers coming in for Nerchio. Whoa. 8 Lurkers preparing for this attack from Stats, but Stats is not planning on moving out quite yet. He's a little bit circumspect. He's waiting. +2 Grino weapons just finished. It's time. Storm. Again, Storm on these Hydras is really good. They do have... Actually, this is 80 hit point Hydra, so this is actually prior to the current patch. So these Hydras are a lot more susceptible to Storm than they used to be. Not a lot, but just enough more susceptible that it's a problem. Stargate, Fleet Beacon coming in from Stats. And again, the Storm just blanketing, killing a Lurker very nicely, and then pulling out once the Lurkers are burrowed. Zealot attack here at the 3rd base of Nerchio. They do have +2 attack, but these Lings are a lot, and they're +1 on them as well. Should be enough, especially with Lurker support All of the zealots do get killed. This one finally, but 2 drones destroyed at this point in time. Got Hydras trying to poke at this army a little bit, but it's just not working very well. Stats, force fields have been on point throughout this game so far, throwing down storms on top of lurkers. They have a lot of HP, but they can be worn down eventually with Psionic Storm. More lings coming in for Nerchio, 190 to 179 total supply. Both players are essentially maxed out here at the 10-minute mark, and let the dance begin. Changelings here, a part of Nerchio's own army. That's not what you want Changelings for. There's the Revelation thrown down. Nerchio cannot really sneak anything by stats at this point in time. Immortal count is 8. 8 Immortals. Holy crap, with +2 attack. These lurkers just getting obliterated. Oh boy. Alright, like I said, lurker not the way you want to go here. Infestation Pit coming in from Nerchio, making more and more Zerglings, getting Baneling speed and +2 missile attack. This is a really good combination from stats right now. Got Immortals to deal with lurkers and roaches. Got Storm to deal with Hydralisks, got Archons to deal with everything, Lings especially though, and some Force Fields in case you need to kind of zone some stuff out. Really good stuff from stats right now. I'm liking it a lot. And Nerchio going for Banelings, which, and making 3 more Lurkers. I just don't know if your Lurkers have really been cost efficient to this point, dude. Resources lost here definitely favoring our Protoss player. Big battle here. Storms again. Hydra's trying to come from the right side and get a flank off, but stats too smart for that. Pulling back, throwing Storms into that choke point. And Nerchio was forced to retreat once again. So resources lost here, 8,000 for the Zerg player compared to 4,500 for stats right now. Just again, the picture of cost efficiency is stats right now. Trying to sneak around his bottom side, but you're revealed, yo. You got Revelation all over your heads right now. Protoss army knows where you are. He was going to kill all your lurkers too with this immortal count. He did not care at all. Hydra attack coming into this 3rd base, killing the pylon, depowering 4 warp gates and picking off a couple probes as well. I feel like the Hydra's had a pretty good window here. There's some Zealots defending and a couple Templar, I guess, so storms are a concern. But Neural Parasite on the way from stats. We have a Mothership on the way with Tempest for stats right now. Where is this Mothership coming in? Click, 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 click. Where are ya, Mothership? Here you are. Here you are at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th base. 5th base of stats, and 5 bases up for Nerchio at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's probably taking a 6th or just trying to end it at some point now. +1 air weapons on the way. +1 Protoss shields on the way for both of these players. Getting those upgrades. More Spore Crawlers coming in for Nerchio as basic base defense. And I don't know. I don't think the lurkers are going to do much for Nerchio here. I would have to say the immortal count is just too high. There are 2 +3 attack. Too many +3 attack immortals here. Tempest's outranging these dudes as well. Can kind of long distance pick down the lurkers if they feel like it. Picking off creep tumors, stats, patience. Patience on display here. Got lurkers in high. Nerchio has a bit of a sandwich set up here. A recall would be really good, but here we go. Nerchio trying to set up the trap, but stats pulling out here. He doesn't like what he sees, and Nerchio decides to reset. So stats pulling away. Nerchio pulling back as well. So neither player really wants to engage here. Nerchio is getting a Spire. He is working on Burrow, which is kind of interesting. I guess Burrow cast Infestors are better than regular cast Infestors. A few Hydras kind of get stuck out here. Was it a bad rally possibly from Nerchio? But they just get obliterated by this army of stats. Stats has lost 6 High Templar, 2 Adepts, an Oracle, 34 Zealots, and an Archon in this game. It's just not a lot. It's just not a lot lost from stats here. He's doing extremely well, keeping his stuff alive, which is how you win games of StarCraft, it turns out. 6 Infestors on the way from Nerchio, though. Could do maybe a Neural Parasite on the Mothership. I don't know, but he's trying to set up that trap again. There's the Neural on an Archon to get some damage off there. Bunch of Storm on the Hydras on the top side, coming from the bottom side, as well as stats. Neural Parasiting a Tempest, not necessarily what you want to hit here, but Hydra's doing tons of damage. Fungals slowing stuff down as well. Overseers in the sky. We do have the Neural Parasite up on an Immortal here, doing some good work, but no, the Infestors getting focused down. Lurkers trying to do stuff from the low ground to the high ground, but the Immortals tearing through them like they're not even there. Also a big Adept Warp in here, the natural base of Nerchio and the main base. Zealots there at the same time, and that's a good game out of Nerchio. Nerchio is defeated, and stats is victorious. Yeah, I mean, the combination of essentially losing that battle. At the end, he had 5 hydras, 45 lings, and 4 lurkers. Just not a big army at all. Stats managed to win that while also having a ton of adepts in the natural base and zealots in the main of Nerchio. So just beautiful control from Stats in this game. APM over 300 for both of these players. Resources lost, really, again, it usually tells the story, you guys. 22,000, 23,000 resources lost for Nerchio, and 90, well, maybe we'll call it, we will call it 10,000 resources lost for Stats. So, I mean, less than half, 37 drones killed to 2 probes killed. And that final battle was just, he was surrounded, but Nerchio couldn't quite get the targets he wanted. I don't think with a neural parasite. He couldn't quite decide whether he wanted to fungal or not, and never got the mothership. Overseers were scanning stuff anyway, so I'm not sure. Mothership was a huge, huge part of this. But again, the lurkers just didn't do anything. 11 kills on that immortal. Can we select immortals that are cloaked? No? Dang it. I wish I could see more of these immortal kill counts, but unfortunately no. Again, the immortals, I think, were just major MVPs of this match. Everybody was important for Stats, but the immortals' ability to just absolutely eat the lurkers, as this lurker's exploding right now, tells the story. 17 lurkers died. I don't think they got 17 kills in this game, like, combined. I just don't. Whew. Okay, so that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin, coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.